Okay, now Colors Yellow. This one is a very weird Colors episode. The first scene involves Tinky Winky, of all things, finding a yellow cloud. Why isn't it Lala that sees it? Lala's yellow, so why not? And, like, I probably mentioned this before, but, like, in some Sunday special versions of these episodes, the first half of, like, the first episode, like, at the end, the windmill will start spinning for the TV event for the second episode, and because of that, the opening scene is cut. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but yeah, like, it would cut out the opening scene, so yeah. And that's what happens here. Lala is chosen for a TV event. This is actually probably the only time where, like, the Teletubby that gets chosen for the TV event is actually fitting, because it's involving the color yellow and Lala's yellow. And then, like, the Little Bo Peep magical event starts right away. I swear, a lot of these episodes in this season and the next season have this event, and I'm, like, so weirded out by that. But yeah, and, like, even worse is the Little Bo Peep event is in so many episodes that are so unfitting. Like, the only episode where it fits in is, like, the Catherine's Toy Farm episode, because in that toy farm there were sheep. But, like, what does the color yellow have to do with Little Bo Peep and her sheep? Also, the windmill stopped spinning a few seconds early, as she and her sheep float away, which that was pretty weird. Poe's the missing Teletubby Lala's boo shouter. And I forgot to mention this before, but in a lot of these later episodes, there's actually an advertisement at the end where it shows the Ragdoll logo showing, like, the BBC website. I don't know, like, what was the first episode to have that, as I wasn't really paying attention to that. Oh my god, I have to burp. That was good. Now, Sing a Song of Sixpence. This one is a weird episode. The opening scene has Lala counting to 6 with the voice trumpet, and Tinky Winky is chosen for the TV event. As a bunch of kids singing the song, Sing a Song of Sixpence. This version of the song they used in this episode is so weird. I'm just more used to the version they used on Barney. Sing a song of sixpence, I don't know the words to the song. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked right into the pot crust. Oh no you didn't! Psh, ow! Thumbs up if you can guess what I'm referencing. Yeah, Tinky Winky is chosen for a TV event. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I think in the Dutch version, there's a different TV event where these two guys are, like, singing some random song with these kids. I think it involves, like, a dollhouse or something. But yeah. And then the next scene has the Teletubbies singing a bunch of songs outside. This one has the alternate Right Path 1 opening shot, which I just thought was weird. Yeah, they're singing, like, lovely songs. It's, like, so beautiful. Oh, I got hair stuck in my mouth. Sorry this is grossing you out, but I hate it when this happens. Oh my god, forget it. And like, the windmill starts spinning at first as the whooshing sound, but then the magical vent tune comes in, and they go watch the magic house, and this is the top left window version, and this would actually be the very last appearance of that version of the event. Oh, I got it out. So yeah. And like most episodes with that version, the windmill stops spinning. Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby, and Poe's the boo shouter. Caterpillars, oh dear. This one has Tinky Winky coming outside, and then he brings the other Teletubbies outside. And Poe's chosen for a TV event. They're looking at caterpillars. So yeah. I just find it interesting that, like, very early on in the series, I think it was like episode 60 or something, there was an episode about butterflies. Yet here, like, episode 200 something, there's an episode about caterpillars. But yeah. And then, like, a scene where Poe finds a book with a picture of her on it. It's a counting book. She counts all the Teletubbies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dipsy, Tinky Winky, Lala, and Poe. And the book just flies away. Yeah. Apparently. And the voice trumpet's rising is delayed. Dipsy's the missing Teletubby and the boo shouter. Actually, never mind. Yeah, Dipsy is both the missing Teletubby and the Boo Shouter in this episode. I can't believe it. But yeah. Next up is Mark making pictures. Yeah, that title. The opening scene has some rare opening music. The Teletubbies are going on a walk. And yeah. Then the TV event. Lala's chosen for the TV event. The episode's called Mark Making Pictures, but none of the kids in the TV event are named Mark, apparently. Apparently, like, Mark making pictures, like, Mark making... They're, like, making, like, different kinds of marks with, like, a toy ball, or, like, boots, or, like, an egg beater. Like, it's actually a pretty interesting TV event. And then the Teletubbies look at all the clouds in the sky, and some of them are the same shape as their favorite things. Poe is the missing Teletubby, and Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter. Oh, alright, my throat is hurting from talking too much. Now Clockwork. This one has the Teletubbies' favorite things just appearing out of nowhere. That's pretty creepy. In fact, I think that thing happens in the previous episode we just talked about. And the TV event music plays a few seconds early once again. And, like, these kids are, like, putting together this, like, robot, this, like, clockwork thing. They wind it up, and it, like, moves. It's creepy. Robots are scary. Like, remember those robots on, like, Sam and Cat? They were pretty creepy. Like, one of them's like, eventually all humans will die, and robots will rule the earth. So, yeah. Apparently. But then, like, the next scene, like, has the Teletubbies pretending to be robots. It reminds me of the one Barney song, where they're saying, "We are little robots. We are little robots." Yeah. In fact, there's a Teletubbies PC game I might do a separate video about, where, like, the Teletubbies are, like, walking like this. Like, they're walking just like they do in this. This one has the same opening shots from My Mom's Keyboard before the opening scene, where they're marching up and down the hill. And once again, when the windmill starts spinning, the whooshing sound is heard at first, but then it starts playing the magical event tune. And they go watch the magic tree, and the windmill stops spinning. Lala is the missing Teletubby, and Tinky Winky is the Boo Shouter. That kind of thing happens a lot. Mary had a low lamb, oh god. So yeah. Apparently. This one has a similar scene to, like, the scene from, like, Hermit Crabs. By the way, the opening scene in Hermit Crabs is kind of like the opening scene in, Photo Faces, where they're running along the hills, and then Poe just pops up in front of the camera, says, "Boo! Uh-oh!" This, opening scene is very similar, except Poe is already with them. It has the Right Path 2 opening shot with the windmill on screen. Poe gets chosen for a TV event. It's about the story of Mary and her little lamb. It's interesting because we just talked about a magical event with another famous sheep character from a nursery rhyme. And then, like, a scene where, like, Poe follows Tinky Winky all over Teletubby Land, similar to Mary Had a Little Lamb. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. And, like, right as they said big hug and ran to each other, give each other big hug, the windmill whooshing sound was heard. Like, it came on way too early. And then when they saw the windmill spinning and played the second part of the... It played the first part of the magical event tune. It was a zoomed out window windmill clip. And they went to watch the animal parade. This one has the elephant's trumpet, unlike most episodes I've talked about recently. And, like, in this episode, as well as a few other episodes, when the elephant's trumpet is heard, the windmill whooshing sound is heard, very similar to in Making Flowers when that happens. And it shows, like, a long clip of the windmill stopping, like, it's a few seconds longer than usual. And then, like, the voice trumpet's rising is delayed. I've heard in the Sunday special version, instead of the animal parade, they do Lobo Peep, but I have a feeling that's, like, way too long to fit in there. So I feel like they would have replaced both these two scenes, both that and the scene with Poe following Tinky Winky. So yeah. But yeah, Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby and Poe's the Boo Shouter. They do so much in this episode. Oh my god, you can barely see my face unless I get really close to the camera or cover up these windows. and I don't have long enough arms to do that. Guess who I am? Not to be confused with Guessing Game, which I honestly thought was better. The opening scene has the Right Path 2 opening shot without the windmill on screen. Dipsy and Lala see a voiced trumpet roaring like a lion. Yes. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, and then they're like, all gone. They're like sad that like it stopped roaring, like even though they were scared of it. And they see a zoomed out windmill clip, and they go watch the TV event. Lala's chosen for a TV event. I think like these kids are like trying to guess like what they are, apparently. And like when we just saw that scene with like the voice trumpet roaring like a lion, apparently in the Sunday special version, they go do the lion and bear. Yeah. I think it, like, replaces the scene that takes place after a TV event. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it might be the same version from Numbers 2, where the Teletubbies are sitting down, they say all gone, or rather showing them looking at the windmill spinning, it just cuts to the baby son giggling. But yeah, in the regular version of this episode, this one has a scene, it's basically the scene from My Piano, where the voice trumpet is still roaring, but this time Poe starts roaring at the lion, and it scares it away. I mean, Poe scared a spider away, so yeah. This is the last episode directed by Martin Scott. Dipsy is the missing Teletubby, Lala's the boo shouter. Hedgehogs. Oh, dear. This one has an opening scene where Lala keeps coming into the house, going up the slide, coming into the house, and going up the slide. And then the windmill starts spinning with the zoomed-in window clip, and then she goes up the slide again. Tinky Winky's chosen for a TV event. This kid is taking care of a hedgehog, or porcupine, as you would probably call it. You know, hedgehog, like Sonic. Yeah. By the way, did anyone see the Sonic movie? I saw it a little while ago. I saw it in theaters, actually. It was weird. I didn't like it. Like, yeah. In a Korean version of this episode, there's a different TV event where some kids are playing with their water xylophone, which is like, you feel like a certain amount of water in each cup, and like the certain amount makes like it sound different when you tap on it. And then they do the shortened version of the stamping and stepping dance. This one features a much longer shot of the Teletubbies starting up the dance, while in most episodes the first few seconds of like the opening shot of them starting up the dance would be heard but not shown. But yeah. And then at the end, it just randomly cuts to the windmill spinning, apparently, as the Lil Bo Peep event. What does the Lil Bo Peep have to do with hedgehogs, really? And yeah, it's the same version from Colors Yellow, because the windmill stopping comes a few seconds early, except this time, like, the windmill clip is delayed, apparently. In the Sunday special version, they go watch Three Ships instead. But yeah, and then the windmill stops spinning, probably. And Andy Brown is credited in this episode, though he doesn't appear at all. Poe's the missing Teletubby, and Tinky Winky's the boo shouter. Now, the last episode of this short season, I swear there's only 10 episodes, Boots. This one has an opening scene with the Right Path 2 opening shot with the windmill on screen. Tinky Winky jumping into the house. He sees the zoomed-in windmill clip, and he jumps outside to watch it. Poe is chosen for the TV event. These kids are playing with their boots. Like, one of them has, like, frog eyes, which I just thought was weird. And then some boots appear in Teletubby Land. And it's not Boots from Dora the Explorer, now that I think about it. But, yeah. I didn't know why I didn't think about, like, Boots from Dora the Explorer until just now. But, yeah, Tinky Winky, like, starts marching in the boots. Poe tries to put them on, but they're too big for her. So, yeah. And yeah, that's a pretty weird scene in my opinion, when they were doing a special boot dance. And Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby, and Lala's the boo shouter. This is actually the very last appearance of the mid-1998 to early 1999 Tinky Winky and Poe costumes. So that's it for this part. Stay tuned for Season 10, where that is actually quite a long season. See you later.